leading cryptocurrency. But it's not only Donald Trump who's on a mission of making America great again. We also want to make our own lives awesome and affluent, and amazing things will happen with time. Thank you so much. We can see the screen. It's being shared at the moment. Then let's first go to Royal Q. Let's go to Royal Q because, or perhaps maybe, I don't know, if you want to show us, we can start, let's do this. We can start even in Binance, it's fine. In Binance Business Partners, you can see at the bottom right, we have assets there. When you are in other exchanges, assets appear as wallets. So mostly when someone says assets and wallets, it's just the same thing. You can use those words interchangeably, so that is what it is at the moment. Always when you go into your wallet, or rather into your wallet or into your assets, you'll see mostly you'll have an overview. Overview literally entails everything that is inside your exchange, meaning that in your exchange you can have assets in different, including your money, for instance, fiat. You can have such in different wallets, but overview shows everything that is there, for instance, at the moment. So we have 363, that is an estimated value there, because these crypto assets business partners fluctuate. There are people who literally think of money in terms of their rand value or dollar value and so forth. But when you come into the business of trading cryptocurrencies, understand that crypto assets are volatile. They can pump and they can dump, meaning that if they pump, it means the candlesticks in the market are actually more green. The overall direction of the market or the trend is upward. It means the crypto assets are increasing in value. The prices of the assets that you have are going higher and higher, and so is your estimated total balance or value of your account is also going to be increasing. So some people look at the estimated value and they fix it. Meanwhile, they are not actually having that value in USDT. USDT is a stable coin. It's stable, meaning that it does not fluctuate. It does not go up or drop. It stays as is. So when you have USDT only, it means you are not trading. It means your money is just is attached to the United Dollar dynamics, for instance. You see? So with that being said, if your money is in USDT, will remain as is. If you have $1,000 in USDT, it will remain 1,000 USDT for good until you take a risk, until you enter into a deal or into a contract, into a business transaction that has its own implications. For instance, when you choose to go into Bitcoin, it simply means that you will go down with Bitcoin or you will rise with Bitcoin. So if you are fearful, of going down, then don't trade at all. So that is why we use Royal Q, so that we are not emotionally attached to market dynamics business partners. So until you go into a volatile asset, your account equity or the value of your asset remains constant, remains stable, for instance. So this, it's very important for us to understand, which is the reason why we need to come to meetings of this nature, so that we are able to help one another grow. How to navigate these crypto dynamics, for instance, this volatility, which is very important, business partners, for the ups and downs to take place. So that as we navigate them through our AI tool, negotiating for better prices and not getting confused by the volatility, and paying attention to the readings that we see inside our Royal Q, so that no matter what happens, we are profitable. That is very important. And secondly, when you choose to trade cryptocurrencies, it means you understand value for your money. Meaning that if instead of you leaving your money in your commercial bank, where it will just be gathering dust, because the most they will promise you around maybe 7%, 6%, and so forth. And if you want up to 11% per annum, there will be conditions that money, that you can't withdraw it anyhow and all those kind of stuffs. If you withdraw it in the middle of the contract, you forfeit certain things, or there will be extra fees imposed on your account and all those kind of stuffs by the banks. But when you come into cryptocurrencies, you push your money from your commercial banks, e.g. in South Africa, FNB, for instance, even in Botswana is there, from Stanbic or Standard Bank, from Bank Gaborone, you name all these banks, for instance, and then you are moving your money from the commercial banks and you take it into the global platforms now. You expose it to what is happening globally and not just in your country. You bring it into Bitcoin, for instance. So you are exposing yourself to high volatility, to high risk and so forth, but also the results are accordingly. So you come into trading, it means you want better opportunities. And when you do crypto, you are the one who is responsible for everything. That is why when you come into Royal Q, your money to trade, you don't send it to Royal Q. So Royal Q is not answerable to like your account's performance and so forth. So that is why we come to meetings like this to help one another, business partners. So now here we are, we can see that USDT at the moment is $546 dollars and 45 cents if we consider 2 decimals after comma there, business partners. So it means now in this case, business partners, money is there, money is available, to trade. And if you are to check, you can see we are currently in Binance, in the wallets where the money is, for instance. You can see BTC. It shows us that the value or the quantity of BTC is 0.3086769 Satoshis there. At the moment, that actually is approximately equals to $90.46. You see? But when we go into Royal Q, we will discover that the value of BTC actually, it may be, the position amount may actually be more or less, depending on whether this BTC is in a floating profit or a floating loss. This is what now Royal Q becomes very useful for us. So we're going to be looking at this together. And then, but before we do that, remember Royal Q trades from a spot market. Can you see from inside the exchange to the right of overview at the top left, we have spot. So, but you please click on spot. Yeah, it could be network dynamics. Should click yes. Now we are right there on spot, business partners. There's something that we're going to do before we even go to Royal Q. Business partners, it's important to understand that we have full control over our crypto assets and also on minimizing the costs of running business, which are transaction fees in this case. So what we're going to do, Business Partner Fence, is this. Because we are making use of, don't forget you are sharing screens, because we are making use of Binance. Let's do something very important. We're going to use BNB to pay for transaction fees. Binance is also in business. Every transaction that is taking place, they are actually getting something from there. So what we will do is simple, and I don't know, for us to show people who are watching this, can you please click on home page at the bottom left for people to see this? Bottom left. I don't know if we should go there now because of time, but okay. And from there, click also at the top left logo, the Binance, you click there. We want to show people the discount that we get when we have BNB. So at the top right, click on the search engine, the settings button at the top right next to the right of the headsets. You click there, and then you will see there's the settings button that's below 36% battery there. And then you click the settings button or the engine button there. We click on it. It will show us something. Yes. So now she's going there. Business partners, now we go down to, you see below floating window, there's using BNB. We're written using BNB. BNB is build and build. Initially, they used to call it Binance coin, but because now it is also in the DeFi market, decentralized finance or decentralized exchanges and so forth, it can be used even on Binance Smart Chain and so forth. They now call it BNB. So meaning it's more than just Binance coin. So now let's click there on BNB. It's a native coin of Binance. So now we can see where the button is highlighted. It's active in yellow there. They say use BNB to pay fees, to pay fees. And then it means you enjoy 25% discount, meaning that business partners, if you don't have BNB in Binance, you will be paying fees from the pair that you are trading. From the pair that you are trading. So there will be reduction of either the base currency or the fiat currency. They are different, base currency or the code or pricing currency. That is the currency either on the left-hand side or the one on the right-hand side. There will be reduction in any one of the two, and then dust is going to be accumulated accordingly. So I literally will recommend that we have BNB also, that you are just literally hodling inside your exchange, and then always convert dust or small value assets to BNB so that you keep on accumulating it accordingly. So please, let's come out of this. We now see the importance of having BNB on your Binance. We are here to make money, so let's minimize the cost of doing business on this platform. So we are coming out with the back arrow or the back button of your phone, business partner fence there. We're coming out of settings. We are going back to assets. Yes. Coming out of the profile here, and then until you see assets at the one step back again. There are issues with network. So the back arrow, we want to come out of here again. So we are going back to wallets where, okay, now here we are. Oh, there are issues with network. I don't know, things are keep on changing. Okay, there we go. So what we're going to do, business partners, I recommend, Fenze, we buy at least $20, just $20 for today worth of BNB, because it will be accumulating with time as you convert small value assets to BNB with time. So now let's click on trade. You see at the bottom, another way business partners to access convert faster is by clicking on trade, which is in the middle. Yes. Now, when you are on trade, you can see at the top right corner already we are on convert by default, which is beautiful. So, and USDT is right where it's at, because we're going to convert a certain amount of USDT to BNB. So where does BTC? Click there. We don't want Bitcoin. We want BNB. Where does BTC? Click. That is how we're converting from USDT to BNB. Let's click there and then select BNB. There we go. And then where does USDT on the right there, on the input box there, put 20. So only $20 for now. You know, more can be done, but for now, I think $20 will be okay. So 20. Then you can go down, go to the bottom. Let's come out of the, yes, and then trade. Click trade. Then confirm. Confirm. Now, business partners, it's completed. We now have, and now look at how beautiful is this? A transaction fee, 0 BNB. You see, they charged us nothing, which is good news. So we have 20 USDT worth of BNB for now. And the same is now exposed to market dynamics. If BNB goes down, the dollar value of this will also be reducing accordingly, you know. So, but now this is what it is. And even when you trade BNB on the Royal Q site, there will be a notification that you need to be mindful of you paying for fees with BNB, so that you don't convert all whatever amount BNB that you are trading on, yeah, you will be notified of such. So it's your responsibility time and again as a trader to always check how much actually you still have on the exchange side amount of BNB. If you are in HTX, their native coin is HTX. So make sure you always have that, and then you will enjoy. So let's come out of this now. Just for people to see now that we have USDT, we have Bitcoin, and we have BNB. Now click on assets at the bottom right. Okay, now business partners, if she pushes the page up a bit, you'll see below BNB, rather below BTC, there's BNB. So this is beautiful. You see, it's around $19.82. It means BNB has just issued a red candlestick on maybe on the smaller time frames. You see? Maybe 5 minutes, 1 minute, BNB is going down. That is why minor reduction in that value. It's no longer $20. It's now $19.82 because BNB is a volatile crypto asset. You see, that is what is happening there. And until you go into until you purchase a volatile asset, your money remains constant or stable. You know, so that's what it is. So, and the same money that is $19. Next time you can check, it's around $25. I'm giving an example simply because BTC will be pumping. So now let's go to Royal Q. We are going to see $526. Yes, $526 under USDT wallet at the bottom left of our Royal Q account, business partners. So our time, it's now 26 minutes to 9. So there we go. So we are inside Royal Q now. Can we first go to strategy, where the trading is going on, where the position is that it's being traded? So, okay. And then another thing that I'm establishing here is that we have business partners more quantity of Bitcoin inside Binance than we have on the side of Royal Q. So Royal Q is handling less BTC than the one that is on the Binance side, and it's your responsibility to literally pay attention to this so that you have maximum sort of benefit to your buying and selling and so forth. Because it means the BTC that is not held, because if you are to check, the reason why I think of this is because position amount, you see inside the brackets, they say USDT. So according to Royal Q, maximum amount of dollars that was invested into Bitcoin here is $77.93. However, when we checked on the Binance side, we saw that the current dollar value, it's $90. So it means we have more Bitcoin on the other side. And the easiest way, I think, for us to confirm this is by using 0.0072. Can you see, business partners, that position quantity, you see inside the brackets they say BTC? So position quantity of Bitcoin that is handled by Royal Q is 0.00072. May you please just take us to Binance and see the difference, please. Let's see the difference already. On the Binance side, you have more BTC, meaning that some of the BTC is not controlled by Royal Q, and we don't know how was it actually. Yes, now there is evidence, business partners, that on the Binance side, you have 0.00086,769. This is the amount we have. So 86 is more than 72. So there's minor difference there of BTC. And then if I am to calculate it myself, it's going to be that amount of 0.00086,769 minus 0.00072. I'm just calculating it on my side. Yeah, the figure, it's a small figure, but I'm asking myself, We can leave it or what? Or we can convert it to BNB. We can either leave it or convert it back to BNB. So let me just hold it like that. We can do something. I'm using a calculator that I trust here on my phone. It's yes, it's point. I'm just quickly getting this point 0.00086, but this one won't cause abnormal operation because there's more BTC quantity on the exchange side. Abnormal operation happens only when the BTC you're trying to sell is not available or is short on the exchange side. Now, point 0.0008676 and then minus 0.00072 that we saw on the Royal Q side. So the difference is 0.0001476.9. So what we can do is, I'm thinking we can convert. We can convert point. Oops. Yes. We can convert that point 0.0001476.9 to maybe to BNB from BTC to BNB. Let's see if they will allow us to do that. May you please click on trade, because even when you do manual sell, there will still be BTC that is outstanding, you know. So now that we are there, you see where there's a change first, change the BTC to BNB. Change the BTC to BNB, yes, and let's change USDT to BTC. USDT, we are changing it to BTC. Conversion is from on top to yes. There we go. And then now the digits on the BTC side, type 0.000147. 0, yes. No, okay, just delete and then say 0 point, yes, 0.001476. Yes. So now let's go and check how much that is. Yeah, now that is the amount that we are to get there of BTC, rather of BNB. It's just that now that is equated to BTC. But what are we doing? Yes, I think we're right. I'm looking at, okay, sorry. That is the value of full BNB as per the market at the moment. I was getting confused. So yeah, now let's trade and see. Click trade and let's see. Okay, you see they are charging us nothing, business partners. So let's do it. Let's move it. Let's move it. Confirm. Business partners, it's about $15. Can you see that? It's about $15 worth of BNB that we have added to our BNB account, which is good news. It's good news, meaning that now when you trade, no money will be outstanding. But let's go to wallets and confirm this. Now we'll do our settings on the Royal Q side, knowing very well that all is in order. Let's go to assets at the bottom right to confirm our quantities. Okay. Yes, business partners, this is good news. Now we can see that BTC is 0.00072, and then 009 there. That one we just left it intentionally so that we have just a little bit more, but very, very small amount, you know. So now this is perfect. This is perfect, and feel free, please, to interject at any time because we are working together here. So now, business partners, happiness. Now, this BTC quantity corresponds with what we have with what we have on the Royal Q side. Can you see even the value there is around $75 because there is a floating loss. You know, we do have a floating loss because it was around $77 position amount, but it's down around the value 77. That quantity, the same quantity, but the value has dropped a bit because of BTC is no longer at an average price of the one we have on the side of Royal Q. So let's please go to Royal Q and work on our settings. Happiness, our account is healthy. We even have $35 worth of BNB, which means you'll enjoy a 25% reduction on fees, and this is beautiful. So now we are on the Royal Q side. Let's please add, I don't know, have you added the latest pairs that were added into Royal Q of recent? If you can slide the page up a bit so that we see the positive side. As a trader, it's important. I'm looking for the plus sign. Are we winning? There should be a plus sign somewhere above change. I don't know whether it's my eyes or what. Somebody can help. If am I lost or what? Can we run updates, please? But I don't think it could be the issue of updates or what. Or maybe this was zoomed, perhaps. Or magnified. So I'm looking for a plus sign for us to I think maybe we need to run updates. Can you please go to Play Store and then let's see if this app is up to date, but it should be up to date. We go to App Store and Play Store. This is Android there, Play Store, Google Play Store. And then I saw Play Store somewhere. If you are to move one step back, we will see it. There it is. No, it is next to Facebook, to the left of Facebook. Go back again, check to the left of Facebook. Yes. So now, oh, this is Royal Q. It's up to date. Just click open. It's fine, please. Click open. If it's not up to date, it will show us update. Okay, let's do this. We'll come back to this. I don't know what's happening there. Let's click on strategy for now. But I feel like this was it's more magnified. Like so, what we will do is okay. Click on stopped and back to running. This is network business partners. We shouldn't forget that there are some network issues. Now click on running. We can see something appears there. So from time to time, do something to refresh your pages. If you see abnormal projection or whatever. See, this is what it is, business partners. I'm now happy. Literally, I'm happy with the readings that I see of both position amount and the quantity, even the return rate. Everything is harmonious because you can see that position amount is 77.93 and then quantity is 0.00072, perfect. And then there is a reduction of -2.79 in terms of the floating value. You know, it means the return rate is -3%, 3.58%, which is perfect. You know, it's perfect because the average price, business partners, is actually $108,244.80. Meanwhile, the market is trading below that. The market is currently at around 104,300. So this is where we're at. So this is beautiful. This is a true reflection of the value of the asset or the quantity that is held on the Binance side. So what we're going to do, business partners, take advantage of having more capital. For instance, we have $526. She can even choose to trade another coin, you know, differently, maybe by going in with a certain amount, and even you can even pause it and allow it to pump, but you'll make a research on that business partner fence on which coin you think you can literally try your luck on. Meanwhile, you are trading BTC with focus steadily, because you should. I always say that these other coins, we're just trying our luck, but BTC, you must be sustainable trading BTC. For instance, look at MicroStrategy, look at BlackRock, look at all these influential people globally. They sort of compete around BTC. amount that they are hodling. It's just as simple as that, you know. So but you should base your success on how much BTC you hold, because these other coins literally can let you down, but BTC sustainable, more money in there. Bitcoin doesn't go around begging for liquidity. No, doesn't need to go somewhere and be promoted. No, it is just the backbone of blockchain. You and I also should build a very solid foundation on Bitcoin and then measure your success on how well your BTC positions are actually delivering for you. We have an amount of $526 there that is available, business partners, to go into other volatile coins with hopes that as they pump, you'll also be collecting profits accordingly. And if they dump, you open more margin calls to even acquire those assets much cheaper. So it's beautiful when BTC goes down to from 108,000 to 104,000, because you can buy more of it cheaper, knowing very well that bullish candlesticks are going to be issued and bigger profits or better profits are going to be collected for you by Royal Q according to the parameters that we would have or you would have put in place. So this is what it is at the moment. Like, for instance, I'm giving an example now for you to understand. For now, I would actually do this. I will say, now think of the consistency of this. I will say $77 plus okay, let me do this. I would like because the thing, I'm saying these things and some people are not seeing what I'm talking about, so I shouldn't be doing things in the background like that. Currently, the position that we are holding has already invested $77.93, and we have $526.45. So leader Fencer, please, let's go to your calculator on the phone so that when we do calculations, other people can see what we have also. You go to your calculator on the phone. We have two things to look at. The amount of USDT that is already in Bitcoin is 77.93. We have $77.93. And then also, okay, we will look at that. Sorry, I see a request there for us to repeat how actually we set BNB to pay fees. We will do that. Okay, so mostly these days they do it by default. I don't know how. I think it's part of the terms and conditions, just to favor the customers. What you need to do is that just have BTC inside your spot wallet, and automatically when BTC is there, the system is going to deduct fees from BNB as a priority. But we'll also, yeah, this is recorded actually. I will upload it tonight. I will upload this one. No interruptions here. I will upload it tonight so that you will see what we did, leader Makhayesu there. So now we have amount of USDT business partners that has already gone or invested into Bitcoin. So this is, we take it into consideration. So we now going to also consider the amount that is fresh, that has not been put into any asset as yet, which is $526.45. Yes, just say plus, leader Fencer there, plus 526.45. Everybody can see we have an amount of $604.38. So this is trading capital now in terms of dollar value. Although we know that we are floating in the negative with an amount of $2.something due to BTC that we bought at a price of an average price of what? 108,000, but currently BTC is 104,000. So, and this is the reality of trading. So your amount will rise or decline in proportion to the market price. So this is what it is. So if Bitcoin goes up by 10%, yours will also increase by 10%, and that is according to your own position amount and so forth. So now, so we have 604.38. So can you do this, please? Can you do this? Just delete what we have. I hope this calculator cancel. Cancel. Click letter C. Yes, good. So now let's take that 604.38. 604.38. This is your capital now, and then multiply that by 60%. So it means, business partners, am I correct? We have an amount of 362, yes. 362, yes. 362, you don't need to consider the cents that much. 362, it's there. So now when you think of this, now sort of that you can trade from an amount of 604, you minus, am I correct? 362. Yes, you will be left with 242. So okay, just delete the 60%. Delete the 60% and the multiplication sign. Yes, delete that multiplication and say minus 362. 362. So business partners, it means she has an amount of 362, of which $77.93 has already been put into Bitcoin, you see? So she can use these $242 into other coins, but dedicate 362 into BTC, So this is what I think we should, if you are to trade according to that, that no matter what happens, you don't literally end up taking more than that into other coins, so that even other coins go down, you still continue to grow your BTC in a more sustainable manner and so forth. This is to say 60% of your account equity, so to speak, it's into Bitcoin. And then you are spinning this other 40% into other coins, maybe XRP, Solana, especially as a beginner. This is what I will recommend. You see, you can go into Trump, yes, but understand you might get caught there. And Trump is not going to do anything. He won't even compensate you. He may not even say sorry. This is just the reality. So let's think about this. We have an amount of 362 that will be used into Bitcoin, and then also we have 242 that can be used into altcoins. Now it's up to you if you take all that money to just push into one altcoin. You can split it into 2, into 3 altcoins, and then the remaining 362 goes into Bitcoin alone. But don't forget, into Bitcoin already we have an amount of 77. So let's do this. Let's go okay, let's go and let's take type 362, which is what we allocate for BTC only. Delete everything and say 362, $362 minus 77.93. Yes, business partners. So it means at the moment there is an amount of 284 that can still be used for BTC. 284 that can still be used for BTC trading. 284. But yet it's up to you as a if you want to trade only Bitcoin with all that you have. So we're just literally recommending that you don't actually spend more than 60%, you know, of your account into let's say more than 40%. Yes, you don't use more than 40% of your assets into altcoins. Meaning the altcoins, it means if it's not Bitcoin, then it's alternative coins, it's other coins, you know. So why are we saying these business partners? It's because more money, more liquidity is with Bitcoin. That is why Bitcoin, no matter how down it goes, it is able to recover. Some coins collapse and fail to rise. It's just as simple as that. And you wouldn't want to have such a history, you know, in trading, where you have a gallery of crypto assets that are just in the red and even abandoned by their operators, you know. So this is what it is. You go into altcoins to get money so that you can push and increase your Bitcoin portfolio, increase your Bitcoin amount, trading amount, Bitcoin, the amount of dollars you expose to BTC, because BTC one day will hit that $1 million US. So you and I should start now growing our BTC, you know, because that is where money is, that is where freedom literally is, and so forth. These other altcoins is just a move to grow, you know, what we have and so forth. But the aim is to keep on increasing your BTC holding so that you come to the level whereby BTC trades pay your bills, you know, while the variety in whatever portfolio you have keeps on increasing. And here and there, these other altcoins can help you hit even 1 million in a year, but it's possible if you don't collect profits, you know, that the year after you will be in the red again because you didn't collect profits, you see. So that is what it has. So when you make money in altcoins, push it into BTC so that you don't drop with them, because they are seasonal. You know, there's a season where they will pump and so forth. We did give an example of Shiba Inu, for instance, that went so up, but today, even today, it has not reached its all-time high of 2021. But BT has broken above that. Even last year's one of 2024, on the 17th of December, during Donald Trump's, on the 20th inauguration, 2025, BTC broke above, you know, the all-time high of last year. That is good news. You know, that is good news, business partners. So this is what it is. So now at least you have an idea that you still have about $284 that you can utilize in BTC, or if you choose to trade everything, it means the whole $526, you're going to use it trading BTC continuously. So it's up to you. I don't know. Let me hear from you. Do you also want to go into other altcoins like XRP, Ripple, and then, or you just want to go into BTC? If you go into BTC, we will even open margin calls and the trading continues. That's it, business partners. I hope this makes sense, what we have done. Yeah, now let's go to, we are moving out there. We are going to Royal Q. Royal Q, how much we're going to expose to Royal Q will be determined by the amount of money that we want Bitcoin to trade with. And from there, if we want to push some of that money into other coins, you know. So it's always good when you trade and you are confident, you see exactly what is happening. I always say in the beginning, one can use BTC market to enjoy and understand how Royal Q functions. And from there, when you go into other coins, you already have mastered trading with the Bitcoin. You know, trading with your Bitcoin, and that's it. Let's click, please, on. But it seems like there is an. Yeah, but okay. Let's click. Let's click on strategy for now. Let's click on strategy. We're clicking on strategy, and then remember, business partners who have issues with network. She's going to click on stopped and on running so that to refresh the page. Now running shows one inside the brackets. There is the asset. So now there's money available, business partners. What do we do with this money? Royal Q won't think for us. We are the ones who need to know how. Do we only trade Bitcoin for now? Or do you also want to trade other coins? You know, if we trade Bitcoin, we still have an amount of the difference actually that we spoke of, $284 that we'll dedicate to BTC, because already 77 is into it. It's already into BTC. So let's hear from you. You are muted.
Okay. Even for now, I want to trade Bitcoin only.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you for that. No stress, but the exercise has helped other people, for instance. So now, excuse me. So now we are here, business partners. We have, let's click on transaction page. Click anywhere around where there's average price or position quantity or position amount, so that we go to the transaction page. This is the transaction page where we are even able to see that we have up to 5 numbers of call margin. It means the bot kept on buying the dip like that. Can you please click on sub bin? Let's look at the average price of position number 5. No, you are on strategy mode. It's okay. It's under sub bin mode, real-time settlement. Sorry for that. That's okay. Just click show. It's fine. Click on sub bin to the right of strategy info. You don't scroll. When we say it, it means we are looking at it. Yes. Thank you. So now, business partners, there's something we are seeing here. We have position number 5. Position number 5 went in at an average price of 106,862. So that's position number 5. So which means when we do margin call drop, our margin call drop, it's going to calculate the dip from that average price of $106,862.89 and 39 cents. So that's it. So the next call is going to be call number 6, because call number 5 is already in, and then it was actually transacted with a position amount of $18.16. So the robot bought around 0.00017 quantity there. So now, with that being said, what we're going to do now is simple. We're going to look at trade setting. Maybe before we come out of this page, Leader Fenton, may you please click on strategy info again. To the left of sub bin is strategy info. Yes, please go down so that we look at strategy details, so that we know. Keep going down again. We are looking for strategy details. There is a summary, business partners. We have a first buying amount as $12, and then we have margin call limit. We have 5. It means the robot will buy up to 5 times, which has already done so. We are on margin call number 5 at an average price of $106,862.39 that we have seen. That is why, without you scrolling, fans, people can see at the upper part, we have call margin trigger price shown as reach limit of number of buy-in. It means it has reached, the limit. So which means the robot cannot go to call number 6 because it's not there. We have to, although the market keeps on going down, we have to make provision for that by going to trade setting at the bottom left, so that we open more margins for the robot to continue to trade in the dip. So this is what we're going to be doing. And because you have enough money to trade like this, I suggest that we open 5 additional margin calls for you, and then you will then actually manipulate those margin calls according to what will be happening in the markets for your trading, because there's more money to do this for now. Listen. So what we will do is we will just, because literally at the moment, business partners, like I always say, that we must actually trade what we see in this bull run. So don't find yourself pushing a lot of money too soon, you know, into the markets, not knowing if the market will continue to plummet or what. Anything can happen. A massive drop can occur, and then we find that you have piled a lot of calls. You bought so much quantity, but at the higher prices, you know. So what we're going to do is this: we can open 5 additional margin calls so that the robot start buying again from that average price of number 5, which is 106,000. So although at the moment we know that the market is around 104,000, so we will see what is going to happen. So what we will do is this: you will click on trade setting at the bottom left, and then where does margin call limit 5, we make 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. So let's make 10 there. And so what I'm also thinking is this: what we will do at the moment, because these margin calls are just going to be moving as the price goes up and down and so forth. So I'm thinking when we take $100, when we take $100 and then spread it across these 5 margin calls. So when we take $100 divide by 20, it's going to give us 5. So for us to know the multiple buy-in ratio, can you please go down from margin call limit? We are working on the settings now, business partners, and then click on margin configuration. So we're going to arrange these additional 5 calls, business partners. Call number 5 has already gone in. The 5th call has gone in already. So push the page upwards. Let's see the bottom part from 6 going down. Yes, there we go. So now, business partners, we can see all the settings that we have there. Obviously, we don't have 64 times $12 or 128 times $12. That's a lot of money we don't have, but we're going to change those multiple buy-in ratios. You can see that margin configuration has 2 columns. The column on the left-hand side, its heading is margin call drop. It means when the market drops by a certain percentage, how much more money you want the system to buy with, you know. But because of we're in a bull run, we don't want to just keep on increasing it as the market falls. We want to increase after we have seen a significant fall ourselves, you know. So because we trade with limited amount of money, so we can't just preset the quantities. We want to be sort of alert and then only put our money when it matters the most. We don't just want to make it available in advance. No. So as a result, we're just going to distribute $20 across these additional 5 calls. Leader Fenze, quickly, please, let's go to, we are now 11 minutes past. Let's quickly go to calculator to know how much ratio we need to put there. Now we click on the calculator and then cancel, and then take, for people to see this, we took $100, say $100 for people to see, $100 divided by 5, that is number of margin calls. You see? So we want to use $500 across all this. So it means we're going to use in total, we will have $20. So 5 of these $20 are going to be used for margin call number 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's fine. Click cancel, and then now take that $20, divide it by the first buying amount. Say 20 divided by 12. now is 1.6. You know, it's 1.6. We can even make it 1.7. Yeah, let's make it 1.7. You know, yes. Now just delete this and say 1.7 times 12 for people to see what will happen. 1.7 times 12. You see, it's around $20.40. Sometimes it can be $19. It can be $20 or $21, somewhere around there, mostly due to the final order that the exchange will accept. So now let's go with 1.7, for instance. So this is what we're going to use, business partners, across these additional 5 margin calls. So we're going to have a ratio of 1.7 on all of them. 1.7 times 12 will give us $20 on each call. So please, let's go to Royal Q quickly, populate these 1.7s, and then arrange our percentage drops accordingly. So now, starting where there's 64, to the 10th, can you see where there's 64? It's called margin number. Yes, make it 1.7. No, not 17, 1.7. Yes, and then let it be to the bottom, where there's 128, 1.7, everything here. Business partners, what we are doing here is just for the bot to keep on buying and selling when we really don't know how the market is going to be moving upward and so forth. We want to increase bigger amounts after a significant fall has occurred. So nobody literally knows when that fall is going to happen. Always opportunity happens after the market has fallen very hard. That is where now things are cheaper and more money will come in with ease, and a lot of people are bleeding. So now we leave it there, and then let's go from position number 6 on top. Let's look at the percentage drops. So now with this, let's check just the position above 5 point. Let's check how much percentage drop we have above 6. Yes, it's 2. So with this, now what you will do, because remember, business partners, this $100, it's from that 500 and something, you know. So what you will do is we will just move with 1%, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, just like that. Let's move like that, at least 1% down. Like where there's number where there's 10 for 6, the sixth call around where the market is at the moment. Yes, you know, 1.1, 1.2, just like that, because it's only $100, business partners, that we have. 1.1, 1.2 up until you reach 1.5 down there. Yes, something like that. 1 point. Yeah, this is BTC. You know how static at times the movement is. 1.3, and then go down 1.4. And then, yes, understanding very well, when this happened, $100 would have been put, and then go down. Yes, that's it. So business partners, let's save it like this, but this is not final. It's just what we want to have in the meantime. You know, business as usual kind of willingness to go in and out as BTC moves. So we click show there. Click show, because nobody can literally predict what will happen. No, distributed and take profit allocation. Let's click there. You know, distributed and take profit allocation. Distributed and take profit allocation is from position number 5 to 10. There they are, business partners. You see, we have 1 on top there, 1.3, and so forth. I don't know. You can leave them as they are, or you can just have 1% everywhere, and then the robot will be collecting profits. These percentages are okay, business partners, because this is for small quantities. You know, if market falls very hard and all positions are absorbed or taken, then you'll open position number 11, where you'll put more money there. Maybe you can go in with 150 at once, because it would have been so significant and then you collect maybe 5%, because we know after a very hard fall, BTC recovers with a massive reaction. And then that's what actually we will be looking at. So now, I don't know, if you want 1%, you can put them just like on 1/3. Or if you are patient enough for that 1.3% before the robot takes profit, I'm okay, honestly, with what is there at the moment. We can click show, we can leave it as is, you can always edit it, but minimum will be 1%. So everything is perfect here. Let's click save at the bottom. Show, click show, and then, or save. We are on, yes, save, and then this is it. So business partners, let's check on top if margin calls are open. Yes, margin trigger price is 104. Can you see margin trigger price? It's no longer reached the limit. You know, margin trigger price is now 104,686. When BTC goes down to that, the robot is going to collect profit. Alternatively, if BTC goes up, position number 5 will come out, but it will collect profit when BTC is at $107,931.01. So it's important that you only expose bigger amount of money after a significant drop. Don't push too much money too soon, too early when there's no activity. Don't just do it by faith. No, watch and then put your money where it matters the most. You know, it's very important. It's business. It's value for your money. You don't want to be trapped with too much money at the higher highs. What if BTC drops to 90,000, for instance? You know, and there's opportunity to buy down there, and you would have literally used your money at the higher prices only. So it's always nice when you have enough money to respond to whatever calamity that may happen. When a catastrophic movie or move rather has occurred, people are screaming everywhere, opportunity to go in for you and capture bigger profits. You know, you should be smiling always when you see massive red candlesticks. You know, a lot of people are trapped. They went in hoping that it will pump, but they are trapped, and the market is bleeding. You know, the price is so low. You have so much money for you to go in there and you collect profits with ease. This is the concept of literally becoming successful in trading. Patience. Rather have some days where you didn't collect profit than to push your money in the market and be trapped, and thereafter the market continues to go down and you don't have money to respond to that. So that's how it is, business partners. To make money, everybody around the globe wants to make good money out of this, including Donald Trump. You know, that's why they manipulate people through social media platforms and so forth, working on their emotions so that they can go into certain markets without thinking, due to FOMO, fear of missing out. And later they realized actually they didn't miss out, they are trapped. So this is what it is, business partners. We're going to go for Q&A session. And then also, I think because of time also, it's important that we stop the recording. And maybe we can even have time to show leader Mohayesu